If you keep investing your money in FD, then you are going to be poor day by day, and it is guaranteed. Before understanding how FD is going to harm you, you have to understand two basic financial terms. First is FD, which means fixed deposit, refers to a banking scheme in which you invest your money generally for long terms to get a higher interest rate. Second is inflation, which refers to the increment of the cost of a product in a year. For example, you are purchasing a smartphone of 100 rupees, but the next year the price would be about 115 rupees. It means that there is an inflation rate of 15%. The basic inflation rate of the basic goods like fruits, cereals, petrol is about 6%, because the government look after for these basic things. But the other goods such as soaps, machinery, medical have an inflation rate of about 15%. And the other inflation is lifestyle inflation. For example, your grandfather only went once for a trip in a year. Your father went for a trip each month, and you are going for trips at each weekend. This generational gap increases the daily expenses of the modern generation. To sustain your life, your money should be get increased at the same rate of the inflation. But your money in FD gives you only an interest rate of about 8%, and the average inflation rate is 15%. The difference between the inflation rate and the FD interest rate is your loss. Now, for example, suppose at present you have 100 rupees and a laborer's daily wage is also 100 rupees. You invested your money in FD, and after a year, due to the average inflation rate of 15%, the laborer wages would be 115 rupees. But your money will only be increased by 8%, and it would be 108 rupees. Now you can clearly see that you could afford the laborer 1 year ago, but after a year you cannot afford him. In this way, FD is finishing you financially. If you invest your money in property or at some other places, there are chances that you might earn or get loss. But in FD, it's clear that you will get loss. That's all. Subscribe my channel to keep you up to date in the financial world.